Let's talk about where we are with the congressional bailout of the banks. As you know, $750 billion was really put together to save the banks. About half of that, about $375 billion has been used in gifts to the banks in terms of propping them up, propping up their capital and so forth. By the way, the banks have not accounted for this money. There has been no accounting whatsoever by Citigroup, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, any other bank in America in terms of accounting for what they did with the money. Now, Obama will have the other $350 billion to spend. The question is, what will he spend it on, and whether or not the Congress, in this new Congress, will put strings on the money. We think since there was no accounting for the $350 billion that was already spent, there should be an accounting for the remaining money that the banks get. That's the only way to know whether or not this money was used for proper purposes or not. A lot of that money was not used for proper purposes. That was already taken by the banks. They used it to buy other corporations to make themselves bigger. They did not increase their loan portfolio in any way, which was one of the original intentions of the granting of the $350 billion. Because the way it works is this: if the bank has $1 billion in capital, it can create $10 billion in loans on the $1 billion in capital. The opposite is true also. If the bank's capital base decreases by $1 billion, then they've got to decrease their loan portfolio by $10 billion. So in essence, when we gave the banks $350 billion to add to their capital base, it meant that they would be able to increase their loan portfolio by 10 times that amount, or $3.5 trillion. In a country where there's approximately $40 trillion in assets, that's one hell of an increase in the banking loan portfolio. But they did not use the money for that purpose. They used it to shore off other problems that they had. They used it in the case of Bank of America. Let's take Merrill Lynch. They used it to try to recreate their entities and make themselves bigger as banks. All right? That was not the original intent. So I suggest this new Congress get behind it and figure out how they want to help the banking industry from this day forward. Because the way it was done under Bush was totally inappropriate. If you want to know more on these topics and how to make money in the stock market, come visit our website. Thank you and have a great day.